Welcome. I've got
Hello.
Didier Coeurnelle here from Brussels, and he's going to be giving a talk at the H Plus Summit at Hong Kong. So, Didier, can you introduce yourself and give a sentence about who you are and what you do?
Yeah, hello. So I am almost 50 years old. I live in probably one of the most multicultural cities of Belgium and maybe even of the world. And it's called Molenbeek. It's a part of Brussels. And I'm a jurist working in a federal institutions in Belgium, in Belgian federal institution. And of course, one of my main field of interest at the moment is life extension, and that's why I'm going to speak in a few months. But I'm would say politically and socially active since already more than 30 years, and I've always been active for because I was thinking that it was necessary to have a better world where people are not dying of hunger anymore. And since more than 30 years, I'm giving an important part of my income for fighting against hunger. But I would say 4 or 5 years ago, I realized that the number of people dying of hunger is going down, but the number of people dying of old age is going up. Like you probably know, in the world at the moment, there are more or less 150,000 people dying each day, and two-thirds of these people are dying of old age. And I also realized, but only 4 or 5 years ago, that there was a small number of scientists, but a growing number of scientists, thinking that it will be someday possible to suppress or to defeat old age. And I was convinced, very concretely, I was convinced by this short story, The Fable of the Dragon Tyrant, written by Nick Bostrom, who and yes, and so in Belgium, well, in Europe, with a few people, just 2 or 3 years ago, we created an organization called HEALS, Healthy Life Extension Society, for promoting life extension.
So, there's a web address for the Heels. What is that?
So HEALS is the short name of Healthy Life Extension Society. It's an organization, it's a small organization born 2 years ago now. And the goal of the organization is promoting a longer and healthier life with the help of new technologies. And for this, to promote this, we have a website, of course. We have also a newsletter, and we organized activities. Among other things, we invited already a few times over the Grey in Brussels and in other cities. And we organize also conferences with other people.
Excellent, excellent. So, what's the title of your talk? What are you going to be speaking about at the Hong Kong conference?
Since I'm not a scientist, but I would say a social activist, I will not speak about directly scientific aspects. I would speak about the advantages of a longer and healthier life, and more specifically about the collective advantages, because there are a lot of there are sorry, people are speaking a lot about the advantages for each person, but there are also a lot of collective advantages of a society where people are living longer. There are advantages concerning the health costs, but also concerning the fact that the people, when they are advancing in age, they are less violent. And so I would speak about all these aspects. A lot of are well known, but other are less known.
Okay, That's interesting. So, you're a social activist for aging. I'm just wondering, if you'd like to give people if you can have a quick word to other people out there who want to be also do something proactive to advance the cause of regenerative medicine or rejuvenation.
So if they want to be proactive, well, the first thing is probably to consult the information on the website of the Sense Foundation, of course, to have information. Like Aubrey de Grey and other people would say, well, one of the ways, of course, to give money, but another way is certainly to speak with this about with other people, because the main, probably one of the main problems at the moment is most people don't understand that it will be possible someday to suppress disease related to old age, and it's always working two ways. On one side, the people don't understand it, and on the other side, the people say, well, it's not a good thing. But when you can convince for one aspect, you can always also more easily, sorry, convince for the other aspects. For the other aspects, sorry.
Oh, that sounds really good. Yeah, I'm a bit of an activist in Australia about general futurist topics, the singularity, um, artificial intelligence, the impacts of biotech and nanotech, and the impacts of regenerative medicine. So this is something that I'd be very interested in seeing as well. So yeah, I look forward to seeing your talk in Hong Kong. Actually, I think it'll be great. So yeah, just thanks for the interview, and I'll speak to you shortly.